Media evaluation question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media texts? For my second year of media studies, I was given the task of creating a music video, in which I chose the song Summer by Calvin Harris. As always in media, it was imperative that I created a text which followed typical genre conventions of real media text in order to appeal to my audience of 16 to 21-year-old females who can be placed into the demographic of mainstreamers. Immediately I thought I have appealed to this audience due to my narrative-based music video, which is centred on a boy-girl relationship, as this is a stereotype that females care about romance much more than males. Magazine advert. Typical genre conventions were followed when creating my magazine advert through the inclusion of the artist's name at the top of the page, the title of the album, the release date, and reviews from other magazines and publishers. I took care to follow these genre conventions not only to appeal to my audience of mainstreamers, but also to conform to Levi Strauss's uses and gratifications theory that audience use real media texts to obtain information. For my typography, I selected a font called Adobe Fan Hieti STDB and made the font white, as I felt the roundness and simplicity of the style portrayed the music that Calvin Harris produces and reflected the ease of listening to his songs. I know these songs are easy to listen to, not only because they are all catchy and the artist focuses more on the rhythm than lots of lyrics, but he is often in the UK Top 40, showing that his music is incredibly successful. With regards to graphology, my advert could perhaps be described as unconventional, as I have not included my artist, which many music magazines do, in order to promote the artist as well as the music. I should have said music adverts. With regards to graphology, my advert could perhaps be described as unconventional, as I have not included my artist, which many music adverts do, in order to promote the artist as well as their music. Instead, I chose a long shot of my location, the seaside, which led to some discussion that the advert looked more like an advert for a film than a music video. However, I feel I can justify this, as my music video is completely narrative-based and therefore could be described as a short film. Again, my music video could be described as a film, as it follows Todorov's theory that all stories have an equilibrium which is resolved at the end, which is evident in my own work, as there is a stereotypical happy ending of the boyfriend and girlfriend resolving their issues. Through the aid of Photoshop, I colour corrected the image in order to make the scene look brighter and reflect the lyrics of the song, Summer. As well as creating credibility, as all real media texts are heavily edited, this in turn made the text stand out more and made the advert on a whole more eye-catching and appealing to the audience. Furthermore, by using an image of my location, cohesion was created between my ancillary texts and my music video, making it easier for audiences to identify the link between the two. Digipack. A digipack consists of a front cover, inside cover, CD placement and back cover. Although its most obvious purpose is to hold the CD, digipacks must also be attractive to potential buyers, particularly nowadays when many people favour digital copies over hard copies. Considering this, I again made my digipack very bright and attractive and followed typical conventions, such as track list in the centre, producer details on the back cover at the bottom, and the same font used as for the music magazine advert. Which in turn, oh, for fuck's sake, let's start again. Digipacks. Digipacks consist of a front cover, inside cover, CD placement and back cover. Although it is most of Digipack. A digipack consists of a front cover, inside cover, CD placement and back cover. Although its most obvious purpose is to hold the CD, digipacks must also be attractive to potential buyers, particularly nowadays when most people favour digital copies over hard copies. Considering this, I again made my digipack very bright and attractive and followed typical conventions such as track list in the centre, producer details on the back cover at the bottom, and the same font used for the magazine advert, in order to appeal to my audience of mainstreamers and portray the upbeat style of the music. I could have included a photograph of the artist on the front cover, which is a convention I could have included a photograph of the artist on the front cover, a convention of typical digipacks, in order to conform to genre conventions and use direct address in order to follow the uses and gratifications theory that audiences identify with the artist. However, I felt this would look odd, as I haven't included an artist in my video, and Calvin Harris is a DJ and not a singer. I considered doing a photo shoot of the female protagonist. However, I did not want to create confusion for potential buyers who may assume that she is the artist. This could have been justified, however, as real media text such as Head Candy features. I could have included a photograph. I could have included a photograph of the artist on the front cover, a conventions typical of digipacks, in order to conform to typical genre conventions and use direct address in order to follow the uses and gratifications theory that audiences identify with the artist. However, I felt this would look odd, as I haven't included an artist in my own video, and Calvin Harris is a DJ and not a singer. I considered doing a photo shoot of the female protagonist. However, I did not want to create confusion for potential buyers who may assume that she is the artist. This could have been justified, however, as real media text such as Head Candy, which features music of the same genre of my own, often uses female models on the front cover. However, they are much more sexualized, often wearing bikinis, and in my own text I have not conformed to Laura Mulvey's theory of the male gaze. As well as this, Head Candy consists of various artists and is a collection of contemporary popular tracks, whereas my digipack would be promoting one artist only. Music video. The primary purpose of a music video is to promote the song, and often is a chance to gain more fans, as many people would watch the music video on websites such as YouTube, and therefore if they like one song, they may watch other videos of the artist's songs, as these are often on the left of the video. I feel like I should say that again. Music video. The primary purpose of music video is to promote the song, and is often a chance to gain more fans, as many people would watch the music video on websites such as YouTube, and therefore if they like one song, they may watch the other videos, which are often found on the left side of the music video. My music video is narrative-based and does not feature a performance, strengthening Sven Carlson's hypothesis that music videos fall into two categories, performance and conceptual. This is not often seen in music videos and is a more typical convention of short films. However, this can be justified as my artist is a DJ and the song does not have many lyrics, therefore there is less need for lip-syncing and performance. This challenges Andrew Godwin's theory of music videos that an artist is likely to break the fourth wall through direct address, as I have not included an artist at all or any direct address. By taking great inspiration from real media texts of the same genre as my own, such as examples music videos for his song Stay With Me, I knew that my video would be a success without an artist. This feeling was also shared by my target audience during a focus group held the other week. As well as this, I was slightly worried about the lack of dance in my music video, as the song is of the dance genre and therefore it may be expected to include a dance sequence. However, again, the focus group confirmed that this was justified and necessary. I should have said not necessary. Regarding media language, I followed the 4 micro features to conform to typical conventions of music videos. During the research stage of my coursework, I completed a semiotic analysis of the camera shots used in Example's music video, Stay With Me, as the video had a similar look to the one that I wanted to recreate for my own work. From this, I recognised that the director used mainly long shots of the locations and used weather shots to portray the emotions of the song. This was replicated in my work and even furthered as I created a contrast between present-day /flashback scenes heightening the theory of binary opposites. By using mainly close-up shots of Louise during the present-day scenes, her isolation and loneliness could be interpreted by the audience, which was greatly different to the mid-shots and long shots used in Summer. However, this supports Saussure's theory of semiotics, as the camera shots signify the emotions of the characters. However, Stuart Hall's reception theory can also be mentioned, as this is my own belief/interpretation, and therefore not everyone may notice and agree with this. Conventional editing was used throughout my media text, seen through the use of shot-reverse shot, and as the footage was cut to the beat of the song, a Conventional editing was used throughout my media text, seen through the use of shot-reverse shot, and the footage, and as the fuck's sake. Conventional editing was used throughout my media text, seen through the use of shot-reverse shot, and as the footage was cut to the beat of the song, a convention identified by Andrew Goodwin. As well as this, I felt meaning was created through editing, as I used a black and white filter to portray the present-day scenes as bleak and lonely. This is a typical convention of any media text, that signs and signifiers are used to construct meaning. Through mise-en-scene, there is evidence of stereotypical genre conventions of the seaside, seen through the use of iconic items such as buckets and spades, sunglasses and candy floss. The sense of iconography can be seen as these signifiers of the Great British seaside are reinforced through shots of a couple driving their vintage Mini, which is very iconic. Furthermore, the costumes of my characters are very casual, and most of what they are wearing is from popular high street stores such as Topshop and New Look. I thought this was effective, as none of the clothing had many genre-specific connotations. Furthermore, the costumes of my characters are very casual, and most of what they are wearing is from popular high street stores such as Topshop and New Look. I thought that this was effective, as none of the clothing had many genre-specific connotations, and therefore I felt a wider audience of mainstreamers could be targeted. This perhaps could be seen as less conventional, as many artists wear much more expensive clothing, as they are rich and successful. However, I feel I can justify this, as I am not included an artist in my own music video. Lastly, regarding sound, the most obvious feature of a music video is the non-diegetic sound playing in the background. I have followed this convention throughout, however at parts I have made it to be a diegetic, as Louise is seen listening to the song through her headphones.